If you want to see the looks I created with the last quad of the month, quad number 6, and see what I have in store for quad number 7, then stick around. I'm so excited. We are now officially on track. I started the Quad of the Month series a little late. I think it started in February, and I've been playing a little bit of catch up to get to be in sync with the month itself. And I am introducing Quad of the Month just as we roll into July. So I am so pleased with that. And given that is the case, you know I'm going to be reviewing the quad that I used in the second half of June and the quad that I'll be using during the month of July. For a little background, I'm doing one quad per month, and that will be my standard going forward because we're all caught up. I do one quad a month. They are pretty random shadows from either singles that I have in my collection or depotted palettes. So far it has been the Dare to Create 39A from Morphe and some Annabelle shadows, although I'm going to be incorporating other singles as I go along, and I'm actually thinking of really randomizing my quad of the month. I'm just going to play with that because I'm having a lot of fun with other randomized type of challenges similar to palette roulette that I'm doing as well. If you want to see the latest one of those, I'm going to put it right there. So let's talk about the quad that I was using the last couple of weeks, and it was this one. So I have it in an Annabelle magnetic quad, and these are the shadows. And I really thought these two would be the ones that would go the most together, but as is the case with every quad, I learned something. So let's just go over all 4 colors. So there was chromatic, vibrant, frame, and an Annabelle blue shadow that I don't have the name for. If you want to see the intro to that and the swatches for those 4 colors, I'll put the video right there. I can tell you that I did do three looks, and the first look I ended up using this one in the crease, this vibrant in the crease, this one on the outer lid, and then the Annabelle blue on the inner lid. Then I also did a look with these 3, and I believe I did another look with these 2, and I'm sporting a look today using only these 2. So this one in the crease and outer lid. Actually, I did the crease and outer lid, and then I decided to do the blue on the entire lid. And what's giving me that kind of a burgundy color on the lower lash line is it's the liner called Alkaline from Urban Decay, if you're curious. And I tried to take a lip that matches, and this is Liquid. It's a sheer lipstick from Urban Decay as well, and I thought that all of this was going pretty well together as a kind of cohesive look, and I'm okay with it. Am I blown away by this look? Absolutely not, but I do like what it is that I've done. And I really didn't know where I was going on today. I thought I might be using that Annabelle blue all over and kind of smoking it out, but then I changed my mind, so you can go figure. I don't know what else to say. I guess the only thing that I would say is that I found vibrant to be more vibrant than it shows up in the pan, and that frame ended up doing for the Annabelle blue what I was hoping that vibrant would do. So that was an interesting discovery. But out of all 4, I have to say that the chromatic, I'll just swatch this one color. The chromatic really is such a nice, rich, bronzy brown that I really found that I fell in love with that color, and that if I had my druthers, I would have been using that color every single look. But that's not the point of a quad. You're supposed to use a bunch of different colors. And as much as I like this blue in the pan, it did disappoint me. And the one thing I'm going to say is I have not tried it, except for a little bit of it today, on the lower lash line to do a punch. So maybe that on the lower lid, and then using a cobalt blue or a navy blue on the lower lash line. I really didn't give it a chance on the lower lid. But it's out of the different blues that I've tried so far in this quad of the month, this is the one that I had high hopes for, and it just, I don't know, I'm not, it looks okay. I'm just not in love with it. So for whatever it's worth. So I'm okay with this quad, but I was definitely not blown away, and there are other quads that I definitely like a whole lot more. Again, is it okay? Yes. Great? No. Okay, I'm wiping chromatic off my hand because you know what's coming next if you watched this series already. I have shown you quad number 6, but now I'm going to intro and swatch quad number 7. So quad number 7 is a departure. Yes, there's still a blue, but there is also a kind of a mauve pink, shimmery pink, and again a couple of mattes. And I went with a couple of browns, again a warm and a very cool browny beige. And I think that these are going to be pretty neat. So let me tell you what these are. This one is called Mass, and this is from Morphe, the 39A Dare to Create. This one is that shimmery pink, and it's an Annabelle shadow. Another one here from the 39A is called Cobalt Blue. And finally, the last one, again, is an Annabelle shadow. So interestingly enough, number 2 and number 4 are both Annabelle shadows. So let's swatch these. I am hoping that this first one, the Mass shadow, is not too close to vibrant as was in the last quad, but I guess we'll find out. And mattes, I usually end up doing 2 swatches because they don't show up very pigmented. They're kind of powdery from the 39A, and that's okay. I actually kind of like a buildable matte as a base, so it does not bother me at all. It's got has a little bit more depth to it than looks like in the pen. That's interesting. It's got kind of a taupey beige base to it. It's really neat. I didn't expect that. Do you see that? Okay, this is a more complex color than I was expecting, which is that's a nice discovery. Next one is going to be that shimmery kind of pinky mauve from, or pinky lilac, I guess, from, I said Annabelle. Oh, it's very light. It's going to look really nice on the inner lid, possibly even on the brow bone. Although it's really pinky shimmer on the brow bone. I don't tend to be huge on that. But here's the second one. Again, an Annabelle shadow. Yeah, the pink does come through. I don't know if it's coming through so much on camera. It doesn't seem to show the pink so much on the viewfinder, but so be it. And the third one is this navy, or in the case of Morphe, calling it cobalt blue. So let's go for the cobalt blue. Oh, I like the feel of this one already. It makes me think of the chromatic from last month. Oh, yes. Oh, that is going to stick on the lid. Woo! Beauty, beauty, beauty. Look at this one. Right? The first and the third I can so see together. And as a matter of fact, the second and the third, I think a really nice kind of halo look would be possible with those two for sure. So yeah, I'm really liking that cobalt blue. Okay, now I have to wipe my fingers, and we are going to go into that last shadow, which is kind of a taupey color, taupey matte, and that is an Annabelle color again, as I continue to wipe my hand. Okay, so let's go into that Annabelle color, this one. Okay, I'm going to go right next to the blue, and it's going to need to be built up just like the other matte. And I do find I like that combination of 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. It just seems to be, it's like not too hot, not too cold, Goldilocks. It's just the right mix, at least for me, for 4 shadows. It's been working so far, and not that I'm going to do it every time, but I do like the mix. Okay, so let's see here. Boy, I really have to put some on for this one. Okay, here we go. Trying to see the combinations here. I do think that these two will go together quite nicely as well, and well, and frankly, these two as well. So I don't think there's a dud in here. I think they all look really good. And the fact that there's a warm and a cooler matte will give me decent options as well. So there you go. This is quad number 7 of the series of quad of the month, 7 for July. And so now that means instead of having weeks to work with it, I have a full month. So I will be able to really think about what I want to do, how I want to combine the colors, and go and do that for you and provide looks for this quad just as I did for quad number 6. If you can see some combinations that you think would look good, please let me know, because I have no problem with trying the combos in a desired look if you think that it's something that you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching this reveal, and I hope you enjoyed the looks that I created with the previous quad of the month, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.